I really want to help you see today how you may be getting in your own way to getting what you want because you're either attracting what you want or you're repelling what you want. I was the nice girl, always giving and putting others first, which meant I was never coming first. Nice girls come last. And I got fed up of being a nice girl. Even though I was told all my life being nice was what I should aspire to be, that being nice was good. And being nice was nice, right? But guess what? If being nice was great, then guess what? You would be feeling good. Your life would be working out. You would be getting what you wanted, and your life would be serving you. If it's not, you realize, like I've realized, that being nice isn't going to get what you want. There's this huge mindset that's going to help you understand how to start getting more of what you want. This podcast is going to help you learn how to stop playing small, find who you really are, and become the truest, freest, most badass version of yourself so you can get the real love and life that you truly deserve and desire. My life was filled with a bunch of shit I didn't want, and I had to take a radical responsibility of everything that was in my life and everything that I didn't want and didn't like and was pissed about. I realized that I was participating in these situations and with these people in some shape or fashion. I was arguing with them. I was trying to tell them what to do, trying to change them, try to help them instead of simply, what do I want from this situation, from this person, and speak up for what I wanted and then knew my standards. You need to know your standards and you need to know what you want. Instead of just going about aimlessly in life, you're just floating along in the ocean with no direction and feeling lost, hoping somehow people would give me the things I wanted. If I worked hard, I tried hard, I was nice, I was kind, I was selfless, I was loving, those things would just come to me. Well, I was wrong. I learned as a kid that you put Jesus first and then others and then yourself. In my life, I really believed that if I was there for the people, they'd be there for me. That if I gave to them, they would give to me. You know, that whole saying, you get what you give, which is a bunch of bullshit. That statement is not true. You don't get what you give. When you give from scarcity, lack, and emptiness, you do not get what you give. You get who you're being in the world. So if I'm showing up feeling like I'm empty and I'm saying, hey, I'm doing everything for you, you're eventually going to give back to me wrong because I'm showing up empty. If I'm showing up full, whole, and happy inside of me, okay, I'm full. My cup is full. Okay, that means I'm feeling good. That means I'm taking care of myself mentally, emotionally, physically, spiritually. And then I give from the overflow, not expecting in return. Then that's when you receive the blessings. But because I was giving from an empty place, I was only getting more emptiness. So I looked at my life and I'm like, I want a great job. I want a great guy. There are things I wanted. So if anyone shamed you to make you think that wanting things is wrong, it's completely not true. Tapping into what you truly desire, what you truly, truly want, what you wish for, that's how you get a life of fulfillment. I enjoy helping others. That makes me feel fulfilled. And that came from a desire inside of me because I wanted to do that. And if I would ignore that, I wouldn't feel fulfilled right now. So the things that you want, you desire, your longings inside of you point you in the direction you should go. If you're just floating about aimlessly trying to do what everyone's told you to do, who you should be, how you should think, how you should act, this isn't you. That's why it feels off and bad. So you know when you're on the right track when things just feel good and things are just working out naturally. But when you're living your life being a good girl, a nice person, and trying to do everything right because you think that's going to get you what you want, you have been led astray. The key to getting what you want is to first know what you want and to make sure it comes from yourself, like your own insides. Your soul is like, yes, this is what I want. And you know it because your whole body gives you like a yes. It's this feeling of this is right for me. Okay. But if you're so focused on others, you won't be able to tap into that. That's why I always tell my clients to do something every single day that brings themselves joy. Every day, do something that gives yourself joy. So you are in charge of making yourself feel good and living your life feeling good as much as possible. You have the capacity to do that. No one can give that to you. And my second important point is your standards. What are your standards? If you're looking around your life and there's a bunch of shit you don't like, it's because you're tolerating it. And I'm saying this with all the love in the world. And I think back to me 10 years ago, and my life was filled with so much painful situations and some bullshit that I shouldn't have been tolerating. Instead of saying, okay, well, this is what I want and this is what I require, I hung in there and hoped that if I did my best and I was a good person and I was nice, that it would work itself out. That's a bunch of bullshit. You need to know your standards and what you will and you won't tolerate. And the more you walk away from things that aren't serving you, the greater you're going to get in your life. Think about it this way, right? If your life is completely full, your house is completely full to the brim with everything you could ever want, okay? There is no space for anything else. If your life is filled with situations and people that aren't serving you, that are causing you pain, difficulty, heartache, stress, then you can't attract anything new. You have to clean your life up of all of the stuff that isn't serving you so that you can get new things into your life. When you clean up your life, you have the space for new things to enter. And you're telling God, you're telling the universe, like, I've learned this lesson. This situation isn't serving me. I'm ready to get something better. So when you walk away from someone or you say no in a situation and you stick to your boundaries and you do now what's serving yourself, you're telling God, you're telling the universe, yes, I understand. This thing is hurting me. I've learned this lesson. I'm ready to move on and get something better and start getting what I want. So, all the things in your life right now, we need to look at it. There's a lesson here for us to learn. This person, this situation that isn't serving me, that's causing me stress, pain, that's difficult, that's hard. What is a lesson I need to learn? It's in your life because you're tolerating it. When you don't tolerate it, you will get better things into your life. But you have to know your own standards. And I'm not saying this work is easy. This is effing hard. This is hard. And it comes to a place, what do you truly deserve? Like, what do you deserve? And you may not feel like you're deserving of all those things you want, but let me tell you, you do. You are deserving of those good things. You are deserving of happiness. We were not meant to just wake up and go through the motions and do what we're told and just eat, sleep, and work 24/7. That is not meant to be our lives. That's just surviving. We are meant to thrive. And how we thrive is we know our standards, what we will and we won't tolerate. We speak up and see if people can actually meet us at the level we require that we know we deserve and that we're at least starting to believe we deserve. And then we walk away from things that aren't serving us, whether it's a person, a situation, whether it's a routine or something on your to do list, whatever it is in your life, if it's not serving you, if it's affecting your mental, emotional, physical health negatively, it's not serving you. So you walk away from it and you start walking towards the things you want. It's not going to fall into your lap. If you want your dream relationship, if you want the love of your life, if you want to feel happy, if you want to be fulfilled, you have to start making choices that go towards the things that scare you the most. It's not just going to fall into your lap. So when people say you get what you tolerate, everything in your life that you don't like, you're participating in some shape or fashion, even if you're saying nothing, but you're still there. You haven't walked away from it yet. So when you stop tolerating and say, no, I'm not putting up with this person. I'm not going to tolerate this situation anymore. I'm going to require this. I'm going to start speaking up. I'm going to say no. You are raising your standards and you're telling life, like, hey, I require more. And that's when you're going to start getting more. Dude, right now I'm getting chills. That's how on the money I am. I'm speaking truth here, okay? And you know when someone's speaking truth because your body will get chills. I wish someone would have told me this. I found this out the hard way. And it was very painful to realize I'm participating in the shit I don't even like. When you're arguing, when you're trying to convince, when you're trying to cajole, when you're trying to coax, when you're trying to coach, when you're trying to change someone, when you're trying to help someone, you are participating in that. You're tolerating it. So then the way you're going to start getting the shit you're truly deserving of is to stop tolerating it and start living in alignment with your own standards and your values. If you value family, then you're going to spend a lot of time with your family. You wouldn't be at work for 80 hours a week. If you value your health, you're not going to go eat at McDonald's. If you value a good relationship, you're not going to be cheating or disrespecting your spouse. If you value love, then you're going to make for sure that you're not only able to give it, you're also able to receive it. Your life will change when you stop tolerating shit and you set your standards. Now, this isn't about perfectionism, okay? This is about what's serving you. And you know what's serving you because you're feeling good and your life feels good and it's continuing to feel good. You just kind of spiral up and up and up when you start learning what makes you feel happy and you fill your life with things that bring you joy. But at first, when you look around and there's a bunch of things you don't want, it just means it's time to clean up your life and require more because you get what you tolerate. So when you stop tolerating shit, your life will change, sweetheart. It will change. When you're ready to get the dream relationship you deserve, check out below. You can become the dream girl to attract your dream relationship. Being nice isn't going to get what you want. Being picky, being selfish, having standards is the new direction that we need to go. Being nice is going to put you on a path to living by everyone else's rules and ignoring yourself and what you know is right for you. The path we need to be on is not what everyone's telling us and what we've heard our entire lives. It's what feels right to us, is what serves us. That's our path. So when you get on that path, you're literally making decisions that are the opposite of what you've been conditioned and programmed to be. If you thought you had to be a nice girl and that's what makes you good and worthy and deserving, and when you stop being nice, you realize, okay, I'm the only one who can decide those things. And I'm giving my power away, hoping other people will think those things or feel those things about me. They're in control, not you. So when you take control back of your life, it is really scary at first, okay? You just take little baby steps in that direction towards what is serving you. What feels good to me? I would ask myself that 20 times a day. Does this feel good? Does this feel bad? Last week, we talked about feminine energy and how to start living your life by what feels good to you instead of your to-do list, must, have tos, shoulds, letting obligation run your life. And in turn, you will feel just like gold all day, every day when you learn to practice this. And that's by learning to live in your body, not in your head. So I would highly, highly encourage you to check that out. It is life changing to learn to drop down from your head into your body and then let your body be your guide. Not only you start feeling good more and more, you start awakening your intuition and you start living your life by what actually serves you, not what you've been told to do all your life. Because that will tell you if something is right or something is wrong for you. That will show you if something is serving you and if something is not serving you because it will feel good. And yes, it sounds very simplistic, but let me tell you, like I just said, I was getting chills just delivering this information. That felt good. My body was telling me this is right. So the same thing in our lives. How many times have you done something and regretted it because your gut, your instinct and intuition said, I shouldn't do this, but you did it anyways because that's what you were taught you should do. And then you regretted it. Start listening to your body, paying attention to how intelligent our bodies are. It's so, so intelligent. Instead of leading with our minds, you need to start leading our lives with our bodies. And you can start to activate that mind body intelligence that has been there for thousands of years. It's kept you alive. But we're so focused on our to-do list and our musts and have to do's that we never do the things that just feel good. Now you can be the navigator of your own life by what feels good and is this serving me? Is this not? What standards do I need to put in place? And how can I start to speak up so I can start getting the things I want and my life can just feel better and better and better? And I can walk away from any person in any situation that isn't serving me. That makes you a badass. You truly, truly can get to that place when you can step back and see, is this serving me? Oh God, this is actually hurting me. It's causing me stress. This doesn't feel good. Okay, I can speak up. And if this happens again, I can have the 3-strike rule. I'm going to say it twice. And then do the third time, I'm done. You get to decide your own rules. When you create your own rules, you're in charge of your own life. You get to decide how you want to live your life. You can be a follower or you can be a leader. You can be a sheep or you can be a lion. It's up to you to decide. And here's the thing, if you don't decide purposely, your brain's going to choose the easiest option, the safest option, because that's what's kept us surviving. But it will not help you thrive. You can't become the badass you've always wanted to be, punch fear in the face, and live life on your own terms. Till next time.